I'm Peter.
This is Michaela.
We're back with Silent Hill 2, possibly the final episode.
Yes, last time we arrived at our 3x3 of saves. Which I'm never sure if it's like, is that like the ultimate save?
3 squared, 9.
It's very serious.
James!
Leave her alone! Leave us both the hell alone! I know what you are. I know why I needed you. But it's all over now. I don't need you anymore. I'm ready.
Yep, it's time for our 2 Pyramid Head fight. I did like the focus briefly on their hands, where it's like, it looks like a glove, but it's also just like all of his fingers are conjoined together, because it was very fleshy looking.
It was, yeah.
It's strange, oh dear. So as I haven't mentioned it up till this point, but I have liked that James has gotten like progressively more like gaunt and tired looking, and he's more stubbly, and he's got like shadows under his eyes now.
Didn't actually notice.
Yeah. I suppose it's like, has he been awake for like a week now or something? You don't know. Or is it just being haunted?
Wait, what?
Oh?
Oh, right, it's just this environmental stuff.
Yeah, that was
happening too.
distracting. I'm like, are you supposed to lead them to it? Or?
Let me drink a drink. There we go.
Is it a chance for stuff to fall into the room, maybe? Oh god, they're gonna kill you.
Not if I can back away fast enough. I'm still not quite sure where I'm actually supposed to hit them.
I don't know, it felt like it hasn't really mattered in previous sections either, whether you sort of hit their body or their... Yeah, you need to do some serious reloading, or just swap.
Oh, they're like for spinning them, doing trick shots.
Run! I say run as if you run any quicker.
No, I kind of daintily...
It's like a light, leisurely jog, yeah.
They can throw them, which is feels terribly unfair. And they're like, it's unfair to us, you can fucking shoot us.
Yeah, I mean, you are
They seem
also
to
from a
say.
distance, so... But throwing seems to do less damage. Yeah, I wonder if they've got like a slightly vulnerable back or something. Was that the case in the original?
I think in the original, you don't actually have to fight them. You can just back away from them and they'll eventually do that anyway.
Right.
I don't know if it's the same in this. I felt like I was using quite a lot of my ammo, which I'll probably need for the end boss, so I thought I'll switch to the shotgun instead.
Right. Because yes, I was thinking, I do remember that like you could kill like one of them first, but yes, they also do this anyway, I think.
And yes, I like the detail of the hands, because that means they're proper pyramid heads, not like the ones from the film. Although I still think they're a bit too tall and muscly. They look more
are
like
a
chubby
bit,
butchers in the
yeah.
original.
You can interact with both
Very
of them.
peculiar looking thing. The helmet shape isn't quite right, and they don't have the nose holes. Also, I think it was only the middle two fingers which were conjoined.
Yeah, they
might be
weren't
wrong.
all. I mean, it might show you or focus on it, or I don't know.
Can you still see Maria?
Yes. Sort of.
Having a bad
Feels
time.
like she's quite far away, actually. We got a rust-coloured egg.
And a scarlet egg.
Yeah, can you like look at their hands? I'm not really. They're like almost exactly the wrong angle. Maybe the outer hand.
It's about the size of a fist. One of them was holding it.
It's about the size of a fist. One of them was holding it.
That's it. I was going to say, is it worth looking at the map? No, nothing on the map.
But yeah, they definitely feel like they're still a svelter, musclier pyramid head. But does it matter which door you go through?
Didn't in the original. Don't know about this one. Let's see what this sequence is like. No, wait. No. Okay.
What do you want, James? Flowers? I don't want any damn flowers. Just go home already. Look at me. I'm disgusting. Between the disease and the drugs, I look like a monster. Well, what are you looking at? Get the hell out of here. Leave me alone already. I'm no use to anyone. I'll be dead soon anyway. It'd be easier if they just killed me. But I guess the hospital's making a nice profit off of me. Why are you still here? I told you to go. Are you deaf? Don't come back. James. Wait. Please. Don't go. Don't leave me alone. I didn't mean what I said. Please. Tell me I'll be okay. Tell me I'm not gonna die. Help me.
This is a much longer corridor than in the original.
I know that there's a timing thing. If you cut off, you can cut off the speech.
Yeah, I feel like in the original you can't go when she says get out of here.
Yeah, you can get to the door before she says, James, wait.
Yeah.
Maybe you run. I'm not sure if it's longer or shorter, but that felt quite long. But then I was walking, so...
It's wicked dark. Yeah, I was thinking there's ammo in every direction there.
Is there ammo over here?
Yeah.
Not small quantities of said ammo either.
10, yeah. I'm assuming yes, just in case you had maxed yourself out.
Shape forces the mind 26.
It's just red. Oh. There was a strange flash there for a second.
Unreal Tournament. Unreal Engine.
We'll forgive it. It's all bright up here.
Yeah, how did we transition to daylight?
It's very through darkness to the light, etc.
Mary? I have missed you so much.
I've missed you too. We can finally be together. Forever.
No.
James. Honey. What's wrong? Do you even know anymore? I'm yours. I'm here for you. So what if I'm not her? What else do you want me to be?
I'm so sorry, Maria. I really am. But this... it's time to let it go.
No.
What?
Let you do this to me. I won't let you go. I can't!
Mary Maria boss time. Ah.
So yes, our final fight is against Mothra. That was cool.
Was rather. We were slightly injured. Oh. That went from zero. It seems a bit
Sorry, how
harsh.
did we die? I didn't even see us get attacked.
You went for... You got a tiny bit damaged and then you were suddenly very damaged. Yeah. I guess is the like you have to stay
Oh yeah,
away.
this is the weapon I want to use. There we go.
I guess it's bad timing. Yeah, she's got like a
Whip crack away, whip crack away. Hang on.
version with a dark.
Like really cool.
What was that? Have we got to run? Have we got to find her? I left as well.
Don't really need it, is the thing.
Oh, okay. Through the ceiling, sort of, a la that other fight, basically. She was right there,
I didn't see it.
in the dark.
I didn't see it.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
it's fine.
Ow.
If you want to use a small drink or... We're down to our last drink. She's like around the corner, I think, yeah. We just hit a checkpoint at least. I know, I didn't really like that dark section. That felt just awkward.
That didn't count as heal?
No, it's like she shielded herself.
Oh.
Jeez.
Ugh.
Just rematerialized. Oh, you can do it.
Hi. Hi. Oh, right, you do a triple attack sometimes. Cool. Uh-huh. Hi.
Are we done? Is it finally done?
James. James. James.
Terrific. I don't know if you're supposed to shoot her or try and leave or...
And go where?
I don't know.
James. James.
Mary.
Hey, handsome.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. I told you. I wanted the pain to end.
Yeah. You did. But that's not why I did it. The truth is, I hated you. I wanted you out of the way. I wanted my life back.
If that's true, then why do you look so sad?
Mary.
It's okay, James. Here.
What is this?
It's what you've been looking for.
In my restless dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday. But you never did. Well, I'm alone there now. In our special place. Waiting for you to come and see me. But you never do. So, I wait. Wrapped in my cocoon of pain and loneliness. I know, I've done a terrible thing to you. I wish I could change that, but I can't. I feel so pathetic and ugly laying here. Every day I stare up at the cracks in the ceiling, and all I can think about is how unfair it is. The doctor came today. Told me I could go home for a short stay. It's not that I'm getting better. It's just that this could be my last chance. Even so, I'm glad to be coming home. I missed you so much. But I'm afraid, James. I'm afraid you don't really want me to come home. Every time you come to see me, I can tell how hard it is on you. I don't know if you hate me or pity me. Maybe I just disgust you. I'm so sorry. When I first learned I was gonna die, I couldn't accept it. I was so angry. I struck out at everyone I loved. Especially you. And that's why I understand if you hate me. But I want you to know, I will always love you. Even though our life together had to end like this, I still wouldn't trade it for the world. Well, this letter has gone on too long, so I'll say goodbye. I told the nurse to give this to you after I'm gone. Which means that as you're reading this, I'm already dead. But that's okay. I'm not afraid of it anymore. I just hope the pain will end soon, so that you remember me for who I was, and not what the disease made me. I want you to go on. I want you to live for yourself and for others, like you did for me. James, you made me happy.
Oh, it's corporate now, I don't care anymore. That was Silent Hill 2, a remake of a great game, which was alright.
It was a pretty good remake of a good game. I feel like I would still recommend people play it on easy. I don't think the addition of the combat
focusing on it that much as well
adds anything to the game that the game is really about. I think it kind of detracts from it.
It does detract from it, I think.
Yeah.
Also, the padding didn't help either. It made the story seem more disjointed than it is when it's tighter.
Because there's bigger gaps between the actual story bits.
Because I'm like, I forgot all about Angela. And I'm like, who's this person? Why do they look like a sim? And then it sort of catches up, and then it's like, oh yeah, this is what's happening. But it's just like, there's too long between the sections. And less combat would have helped with that as well.
Yeah, because I think if you look it up in the original, even if you did like a fairly exhaustive run, what do you mean Mary Shepherd Sunderland?
Wasn't that a name?
Was that her name?
Yeah, wasn't it?
I don't know where the Shepherd bit came from. Even a fairly exhaustive run on the original wasn't as long as this. This was quite long.
But then this is the problem, is that it's a more modern game, so it has to have quick time events. I'm honestly surprised it didn't have a frickin' crafting system to make ammo.
I suppose, yeah. it would have definitely been worse if they'd have gone, that's Silent Hill where your weapons break all the time. That's what we want.
Origins. Yeah, and like quite clumsy combat, quite sluggish
times,
combat.
Yeah.
And it's that thing where you go, well, it's a modern game, it has to be more difficult.
Yeah.
But the weird thing is that it's that thing where it goes, it's hard like games used to be, but the game it used to be, the original Silent Hill 2, wasn't a difficult game by any stretch of the imagination, unless you whacked it in the hardest difficulty course, then it was a bit of a challenge.
That wasn't really what it was about, like I said. Yeah.
The ending, though, it's because you'll have some people who just go, James Sunderland, the pillow killer. Yeah, it's like he's just obviously a horrible person who hated his wife. And it's like, no, that's not what the game's about. The game is about euthanizing someone you love and not having completely pure motives. It's about ambivalence. There are very few games which even recognise what ambivalence is, which is being pulled, torn apart in two different directions. Loves his wife, he doesn't like what's become of his life because of that,
So
because of the illness.
You know, she wanted to die because she was sick, but she didn't want to die. Like, the whole thing sucks.
Yeah.
That's the point.
It's also such a Japanese trope to go, this is how I feel, but what are your hands for, Shinji? What's your, you know what I mean? It does that whole speech. Because, of course, it was originally a Japanese game. Agro consulting. Brr.
I do think the tweaks they did were good. Like, the slightly updated enemy design was okay. I think I actually didn't mind so much in the end, the sort of homogeneouses to other games, because this might be it. Because, yeah, it would be nice if they did more, but sort of going, no, this is the modern Silent Hill you get. You never know.
Well, that's the problem, is that I still think the original was better. And it's really, honestly, it's quite playable. Even going back to the PS2 version with its dodgy, like, resolution, and original Silent Hill H, Silent Hill 2 Team. Thank you. It's because it said H there. Hey, yeah, I think the original is still so playable, especially
with modern mods.
The PC version with the all of the what do they call it?
It's the Silent Hill 2 Enhanced Edition, I believe.
Is that what it is? Which we're probably going to play it at some point.
Yeah.
I don't want to make any promises because it's not going to be now. No, it's not going to be now. It's going to be soon, if at all.
I think it would be interesting to go back to it in a more recent comparison. So here are our results.
Also, holy shit, there are 8 endings.
Yeah. So we did standard. We got the leave ending, which I think is sort of like a good ending, sort of.
It's probably the most positive one.
Yeah, which is we accepted it We're not taking any substitutes. We're moving on.
Oh my god, this game was long.
We're taking Laura with us. It was fine. But yes, 1 out of 8 endings and about 25 hours, which I think the how long to beat for a completionist run of the original was like 15.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see how... Well, I could work out how long it'll take us by going back to our original Silent Hill 2 LP and counting it up. We've picked up a lot of consumables.
Stats. Yeah, I was going to say, you can go through them if
Picked
you
up
want.
67 notes. Tried to open locked doors 541 times. Checked on the map almost enough times. Why were there 384 enemies?
There was far too many enemies
Oh my
in the
God.
game, admittedly. Because having looked at what changes the difficulty in easy, there's still as many, they're just easier, whereas admittedly, in my opinion, there should be less. And that would be like a more like the original experience. Because you could kill all the enemies and just walk around, as we talked about.
Oh, I was also disappointed that Clockwork Little Happiness, which is one of my favourite songs from the whole, all of the Silent Hills really, it only played for a brief moment when they were like stabbing Maria, and I'm like, oh. And one of her eyes didn't even turn into a mouth.
There's sort of more brief homages, but looks like this track is like a...
Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee.
Our favourite weapon was the steel pipe. We meleeed more than we shot.
Really?
I guess.
Okay.
So many windows destroyed, and yeah, we only died 3 times.
Yeah, we didn't die at all, which is great, because, you know, 152 healing items used. Yeah, far too combat heavy. Maybe the game is better in light, is it called, the difficulty mode?
I forget. I mean, we can continue and have a look.
Also, I think I'll probably put the puzzles in hard next time.
Yeah, we want to see what those look like.
I hope I don't have to memorise Shakespeare.
You have gained access to New Game Plus, where you can play with access to additional items, graphic modes, and endings. I had wondered, admittedly, because I forget, in the original you can get like a variety of endings, but you can't get certain ones the first time.
I think you can only get
protects you from that.
3. There's the leave ending. There's in water. There's the You Chose Maria ending. I can't remember the name of that one.
It might just be like Maria or something.
And then the Maria ending, yeah, that's probably it. There's the one where you resurrect them, which you can only do on the second playthrough.
Yes, yeah.
There's the dog ending, which you can only get on the second playthrough. And there's the alien ending, which you can only get on the second playthrough. But like, so there's like 3 more? Like what?
I guess, yeah, we'll probably end up looking them up, but I don't know if
What do you mean graphics mode?
Yeah, I was going to say, you could have a look at this stuff. We don't have to stop. We have a new splash screen.
Look at that. Take down those curtains and make me a dress. Because the dress she wears looks like
it's very chintzy. Similar, yeah.
It's very chintzy. Look at these settings. Oh yes, we were using a custom interface because we changed a couple of things. I'm mostly curious what the extra options are.
It's sort of got a couple of exclamation marks under the settings. I don't know what that'll do, but...
These are just things I've changed, aren't they?
Oh, is that it? Right.
Did I change that to a button icon? Is that because I've went in here already? Oh, the exclamation marks, yeah, things I'm changing right now, isn't it? And then I'm assuming if I come out... So that's what we were on originally, apart from that. Oh, we've got Mira the dog as well. Oh yeah, it wasn't in 60 FPS, we've been playing in 30 FPS the whole time. I kind of thought it would be with it only being in 1080, but...
Guys, we said try it in the other one, yeah.
It'll probably not even look that much worse. Ooh. Okay. Right. There's a lot more graphic options here.
Yeah, we only had normal and 90s.
And the game didn't look like this in the 90s.
No. We've got Pixelate 256. Interesting.
Okay, so I'm assuming 256 is the number of colours.
Actual black and white. black and white versus red.
Yes. It's like high contrast mode. Oh, okay. VHS. Old cert.
Yeah, I'm like, the very popular modern indie horror thing is to put scan lines in your game, admittedly.
Outline and posterize it. It's funny because you mentioned posterization during the thing.
I kind of like
green
it,
LUT.
actually. The posterization, but yeah.
And outlines. Like a comic book, I suppose. I like old CRT.
We could try some of these.
Green LUT and red dithering. All of those disable colorblind mode.
That's fine.
Is that it then?
Yeah, I'm assuming most of these will be the same.
It's always nice to have this many options.
Yeah, it's sort of lots of people won't care, but if you do, you've got the option. And then, yeah, do we new game? And it will go like, is it a new game plus?
I'm just curious what
Just
happens
out
if
of
we continue.
curiosity, okay. Ah, we are just at the boss, yeah. Yeah, we don't need to do that again, that's fair enough.
So it must be new game, right? Ah, here we go.
Yeah, new game plus additional items, graphics mode, and endings. Let's put that on light, and yeah, sure. That's the like. Do you want the items on your? Yeah, you've got it.
Let's see if this hits the same way now. Did I pick old CRT or did I pick VHS?
I thought you picked old CRT, but I can.
Because that's not what old CRTs did.
Assuming you can check. Yeah, I don't know why it keeps doing the scanning lines. Like,
No, the scan lines are fine, but the horizontal lines appearing just in the middle of the screen.
oh, you do have your hat in the cutscenes.
Yep.
It's very serious.
You're going to cast a spell on your nose and poke your fingers through your face? There we go.
Oh, into the mouth.
In my restless dreams, I eat my hand. Oh, that tickles me.
Mary. Could you really be in this town?
Yeah, I don't know how much you want to skip this or leave it.
I could skip the cutscenes if you want.
I don't know how to get any of the other endings. I might have to just look it up.
Yeah, well, because some of it will be that there's now items that are in the game that weren't previously, as you point out with the resurrection one.
Yeah, because you
Silent Hill.
God, how do you do them in the original? In the original, it's like you find an item
Yeah.
near the beginning of the game.
Is it like a blue
And you keep
something?
using it whenever
or-
you see. Oh, do not remember how it works. It's been a long
in
time.
our special place.
But yeah, I don't see why you wouldn't just look it up to a certain extent.
Because I'm thinking the last time I played Silent Hill 2, it was only like ever the beginning of the game to do some testing. And that was it. The last time I actually played it from beginning to end was literally 12 years ago.
That letter. The name.
Man, the envelope said Mary.
Which is weird that I read it, because it's addressed to Mary.
It's ridiculous. Couldn't possibly be true. Her name's Jeff.
Possibly be true. That's what I keep telling myself.
And actually, yeah, I like the voice acting. I do think the voice acting in not the cutscenes is better than the voice acting in the cutscenes, because it feels too slow and like I'm concentrating on producing vocal fry.
Yeah, like it's a little over posing almost, like a little over.
This whole town was our special.
Yeah.
Overwrought.
It's not as natural enough.
Could Mary really be here? Is she really alive? Waiting for me?
I think we can see ourselves inside this one at all, unlike the cute dog. Oh, why am I
you
so
can swap them if you
slow?
want. Oh, yeah.
How do I run?
It's like one of my biggest complaints about the game is honestly like the complete lackadaisical like way he runs, where I'm like, I want you to sprint and avoid the enemies, and he's like, I'll just jog past. Oh, I've been hit. And it's like, oh, for goodness sake. Oh, you can change to anything you want. Michaela's playing now.
Yeah. Well, because I was curious, like, well, how much stuff do we have as New Game Plus? But we've got, like, no guns and no weapons and no torch and...
Oh, yeah, is there an item at the end of the bathroom? Oh, that looks wicked.
Item at the end of the bathroom. Like, I don't know where I'm looking exactly. I think part of the problem is I'm actually not sure this filter's helping.
No, change it. It's in display and graphics. It's one over. Yep.
Yes, old CRT.
But pick one you want. There's green LUT.
Are they quick to, like... Oh, yes, that's sort of like comic booky.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
It's almost easier to watch. No, it doesn't look like there's anything in here, actually.
The black isn't very black in here, is it?
No, it's like murky grey and green. In this bathroom? No, okay. We're off Paleville 26 County. Is that what that says?
Mm-hmm. I also kind of wasn't expecting the game to be over that quickly.
It was a bit quick,
It was just
admittedly, yeah.
where we'd left it. It's like we could have just done a boss battle and continued to the last session and finished it.
I suppose.
And now I'm like, oh, what do I play now?
I did admittedly think it might be over very soon.
Oh, this bit of the game's so good. The beginning bit.
Yeah, it's very quiet and peaceful.
And don't get me wrong, this isn't one of the games where I'd go, actually, if you completely remove the combat, it would probably be better. Because there are games where I do think that. But it certainly had too much of it, which is odd, because when we got, generally speaking, a game will go, you know, as you progress, it gets more difficult because you get more used to the mechanics of the game. So
Yeah.
we introduce stronger creatures and then we introduce
stakes,
weapons. Yeah. This didn't. Like, when we got to the hotel, the Lakeview Hotel at the end of the game, it sort of relaxed into itself and just went, well, you know, now we know you just want to continue through the game and get going, and you don't want to do all of these fights anymore. So it kind of laid off the enemies a bit, and I'm like, that was really welcome. And I wish more of the game was like that.
Yeah, because you could just focus on the atmosphere. And yes, I wonder if they sort of went, well, once you had the sort of serious revelation in the hotel.
What? Grave truths lost to the wind, grave truths lost to the mind shall flow white into a void chalice, so the rite of red shall commence.
That definitely wasn't here before.
No, that's saying find these 4 items, visit an island, bring back people.
Right. I was going to say, if you wanted to talk about it, you could look up.
So is there no Born from a Wish then? Is that definitely not in the game?
I've not seen any mention of it, and I don't know how many people writing about it really know about it.
Oh, well, surely they must. Professional journalists. Mind you, I still remember being quite irritated at reviews for the HD collection, which sort of just went, it's Silent Hill. Of course it's great.
Yeah, it's just as good as the original.
And they would mention things about the gameplay and sort of, and it's just like, you didn't fucking play it, did you? No. You did not play it. You went, oh, I've started it, and it looks like it used to, but it's got slightly updated. And it's like, because if you'd played it, you would know that it was not only full of bugs, but there will be sound glitches, like running sounded like someone sharpening a knife in a barrel. It
like the boat looked awful on the water.
God, the water. It's like it had something was deeply wrong with it. I remember arguing with someone because they were like, it's the same. It's just it's less foggy, and it's like it's not less foggy. It looks like someone's like. It didn't have a water texture, and it was going in the wrong direction. The waves, so we're just kind of it, and you can see the end of the water, and he just flies off the water into nothingness. It was bizarre.
I would assume this time the reviews are more careful to not do that, because that would be embarrassing.
Because I understand that they don't always play through the whole of a game.
No.
Because it's like, you might not, but it was fairly obvious they hadn't played even the opening.
No, yeah.
And that's before you even mentioned issues like the atrocious, I say atrocious voice acting, I shouldn't say that.
Really
atrocious
bad.
Voice direction of the new voices.
Like they were all pretty bad, but I remember Eddie's voice in particular being like, this is not a voice that man
to
should
your
have.
head. Pow.
Crimson ceremony, proud fragrance of life, which flies towards the heart. Oh, cup which brims with the whitest of wine. It is in thee that all begins. LT Fizzy.
I don't want to get buried in the crimson ceremony.
Collected crimson ceremony.
Crimson. Yes. So that's one of the items you've already picked up.
Yeah, it is the key item.
That was quick. A book about some ancient beliefs. Author unknown.
A strange flash on the ground, but I think it was just the water. And yeah, I assume there's very little leeway in the first ending you can get. Most people probably get the one that we got, unless, I don't know, they take Mia around and get her beaten up lots. I don't actually remember what triggers what of the initial endings.
Or why Mia was even in this game when she's from Resident Evil 7.
Maria. There you go.
Sorry. I don't know if the endings work the same way. Ooh, is there a chainsaw at the end here?
It should be, I think.
In the original, it's like to do with how often you read the letter, how often you look at the knife.
And
but
we
they've
did look
introduced,
at
like,
them
this
quite a bit, yeah.
handkerchief. Well, to me, it always feels like the most natural ending. But if you sort of rush through the end section and don't look at the photo and don't read the note, you'll get the Maria ending. And then if you keep on looking at the knife and examining the knife, then you end up with the in-water ending, where you drive into the lake, I think is how that ends. Ah, buzzing. It's like a chainsaw. Oh man, I know what I'm going to have on my dinner.
Here we go. We got the chainsaw.
Does he still have the idle animation when he raises it above his head and goes, ah, chainsaw?
Let's give him a sec to do that then. Change it so we can view him a bit more. No, because idling is putting anything away, isn't it? That is a shame.
What if you pull it out and like hold it?
Just like
L2 hold down, R2 hold down.
L2 hold down, R2
Yeah,
hold
I
down.
don't think it'll make a difference because I think they map the weapon differently. So it's probably just going to do a melee attack. So it doesn't do anything different if you hold it down versus press it.
I don't think so. No, it doesn't.
That's a
There we
shame.
go, he puts it away. L2 doesn't seem to be anything to do with it. I think it doesn't like prime like a gun, I assume, is the idea.
Yeah, I can't remember how you get the dog ending and whatnot.
We can break,
Oh, we can break the ones at the
glass
beginning.
right from the beginning.
Can we go
yeah.
back and do our car?
I think immediately it doesn't let you go through the cemetery
Oh
again,
man,
does
that
it?
sucks.
So no.
Can we kill Angela?
I'll go check. I assume at this point I can't even get back into the cemetery. Yeah, words aren't coming.
Yeah, but they don't stop coming.
Yeah, I'm like, is that quicker?
Probably not. Yeah, the dodging system. It's like, if you're gonna like go, oh, we're concentrating on the combat, just give me like,
Oh, we can go in.
I don't know, the Dark Souls system or just the original one. Is she still here? There's
Coming
the
for you,
question.
Angela.
Chainsaw, Chainsaw Angela. Oh, these developers have thought of everything.
You're right.
Did you want anything else?
Just to see if I could chainsaw you.
It's just this fog. Does it seem unsettling?
The fog, not my face. The fog. Also, girl, admittedly, she
Girl?
doesn't introduce herself to us as
Oh,
Angela.
yes, I noticed that as well, because I started calling her Angela before it introduced her as Angela, and I'm like,
yeah.
well, you're going to have to excuse me.
I think that's fine, yeah.
Well, we're going to stop there. Not sure what we're going to play next, but as usual, you can find us on YouTube. We will be streaming again probably tomorrow and starting something new. We'll find out what it is then. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, Cock Prop, for the comment as well.
Oh, what's he said? Oh, thank you very much. Really appreciate that. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.